back in. And what was it? We had a session last week, didn't we?
Not last week.
No,
It
was week before.
Was it? Oh, okay, fair enough.
2 weeks ago when I was, I had to do a standby.
Either
Yeah.
way, we're all together now for what should be the season finale of this chapter.
Season finale, part finale, chapter 2, whatever.
Right now, just to bring everyone up to speed, you guys dealt with a problem, a alien bounty hunter problem. And while you were doing that, Helena managed to put all the clues together that you found and discovered that this bitch character is none other than the Republican mayoral candidate, Patricia Olms. And so now you guys have to work out what you're going to do about the fact that the hopeful and most likely candidate for mayor of New York is also a murderous vigilante.
Make her disappear.
Hang on. We really got to investigate first. And I came up with a nice plan earlier. Yeah, I don't know.
I was just joking about the fact the last session we were like,
Yeah.
pretty vigilante ourselves.
I'd say 5 out of 10.
Team up with her, if anything.
5 out
You're
of
going to
10.
be vigilantes.
So I did come up with a plan earlier. If anyone wants to hear it.
Yes, actually, because you said you had a plan, but you didn't say exactly what said plan was.
Well, my plan is we get Biomorph and Shalka to pretend to be student reporters or students from some Republican student group wanting to do an interview with this candidate because it's pretty local and I'm pretty sure they'd be up for doing that. Whilst they are working on the interview, cause a distraction will allow them to search her office for further clues.
Okay, can I ask one big major question?
Mm.
Has your character and you're not Ikky's character, the Biomorph. Forget.
Okay, wait, what's your question? I can hardly hear you.
Whose character is Biomorph? Is it yours, Ikky?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So, has this Patricia Arms seen your two characters in your normal form and associated you as part of this hero group?
Definitely not. Patricia Olms hasn't met any of you.
Yep.
That's okay.
That's part of the plan, and let's be fair, we'd be going in secret identities.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
throwing a disguise on top of that.
Biomorph can have whatever fucking secret identity he wants. He's amorphous like that.
Plus, it would give time for Shalka to recover because she's going on -4 body.
Yeah. And seriously, if
You guys were more than a little reckless last time.
Well, she's not experienced.
some ideas, like if we do go with this, he's definitely not going to go as himself. He's going to make up some kind of identity.
Of course. But would need to work on the distraction. That's the important part.
What kind of distraction am I going to do with some kind of fake ass, young Republican interview?
Oh, to be fair, the questions would be easy. We just sit down with her and we're just like, so, what's it like being the first woman to be, some really fucking PR friendly questions, and then distraction, search that shit.
Wouldn't that just be the distraction though?
That's a good point, actually. If we can get her away from her office, we can have someone else sneaking through the
Yeah.
stuff.
That's the plan. So why don't we look for what her next public visit is, and then work from there.
Get in contact with her office. Let me just write some questions down while I get some stuff out.
All right. Well, if that's your plan, feel free to set up what you're going to do and try and find out how you can reach her. You know, you have to find out what her schedule is and stuff. You have to do a bit of research.
Oh yeah.
She probably has a website, and that's where
Yeah.
politicians do kind of post where they're going to show up to get support. Also, there's I don't know, since I wasn't here 2 weeks ago, I do want to say Zhi probably went to handle a family thing to basically just to make it easy.
Of course. I mean, can't be a hero all the time.
Yeah, just so it doesn't have to be like, hey, where were you when, we crashed an alien ship, we kidnapped an alien, we had all this development. Is there anything I can't stand? It's you were there all along.
Nah, yeah. No, honestly, the framework of the setting actually does kind of make sense and why sometimes people aren't around.
Mhm.
But we still have that alien to interrogate as well.
Yeah, that's going to be something. So what's going on right now, Harp? In an IC sense.
Yeah. Currently, you guys are still in Helena's flat. I assume she's shown up after all the events of last time to find out what's going on.
Works with me.
Yeah,
Got a
and
break
she's
from family.
basically she has just showed to you guys that that it's Patricia Arms, literally. Like the bomb has just been dropped, as it were. And now, like, this is probably fairly fucking shocking for a lot of you guys, considering Patricia Arms is a name you would have heard being bandied around quite a lot. She's like, like as much as any mayoral candidate for a town that you live in. The only person who might not know, well, I suppose, both Cerulean and to a lesser degree, Shalka might be a bit like, who's this? But that's because they both don't come from Earth.
Yeah, she's only been around for like...
Anyone who
Few
comes
months.
from Earth and has lived in New York for even like a year will be
Being New
pretty
York
well
City
aware of who this woman
mayor
is.
is kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
So I guess in that case, she'll just be knocking on Steele's door because, he doesn't have keys, not rude.
Sorry.
Shot for the hiccups. Anyone got some good idea for like some questions? I've kind of frozen up at 2.
Find out what she thinks of the superhero situation.
Yes.
Just be on the nose. What's her opinion of that?
Helena Radcliffe goes to let him in quickly, wearing just her open bathrobe and a t-shirt that's a size too big, adjusting her glasses. You better get in. You better get in and see this.
What? So just slip on in and drop his disguise so he doesn't have to keep that mental strain up.
Mm-hmm.
The 4 questions now, lads. Hmm.
Helena gestures to the laptop, letting Z connect the dots. It's got pictures of Patricia and the scrap of fur that looks like it may belong to a Doberman or Rottweiler, and pictures of the bitch spray, and a large tick, not dick. That's an amazing typo. A large tick and DNA verified at the bottom on the screen in one of the many windows. Yeah, I think I just got you copyright striked.
Monetized, so
Can we copy strike Patricia?
can
No,
we
I
copy
mean
strike Patricia?
stream, because I just said a big dick rather than a big tick.
I know, but I'm just
Dude,
joking.
you can say what you want.
Ah, yeah, this isn't good.
During this time, Shalka will probably be sneaking to Helena's fridge to look for ice cream, so she can then go back to the sofa and collapse down onto
There's 2 tubs of ice cream, both of them are mint choc chip.
choc chip. It is.
This is very not good. What do? We can't tell the cops, can we? She's not stupid. She'll just bribe them. Hell, she's doing their job.
To her credit, at least she's doing what she said she would. That makes her a good politician to some, but yes, I don't know if she has the cops in her pocket or not.
Okay, question, however. How did you match her DNA to the fragments? I'm not entirely convinced her DNA profile was just conveniently on the internet.
You know, like how the Punisher gets leeway with the NYPD.
It wasn't. Remember when you guys did that undercover stuff in the NYPD's forensics lab?
Yeah.
I may or may not have taken the opportunity to back up their DNA database.
Helena, joining the ranks of the criminals.
Shalka, are you eating my ice cream? That's my coping mechanism for stress. If I run out, I get ornery. And come on, give me a break. It's either that or we don't save the world.
I mean, I pretend to be a detective. That's like 10 felonies.
$16, but that's not important right now.
So, I'm snacky, and I'm extremely hurt, emotionally and physically. Also, that's probably nothing compared to the amount my dad's probably racked up.
So, like, what do we do? Actually, what was our kill count then?
So far, 2.
Okay,
Ooh.
just this one. And yes, what do we do? If you're asking about Patricia, yeah, 2 that we know of. Let's see, it was Ernesto and this Piers Tattershaw guy.
It was Pablo Del Cocaino guy, and what did Piers do?
Ernesto was a cartel drug dealer with connections to Hive, the supervillain. Mr. Tattershaw had several allegations of sexual assault against minors, but the courts bounced him like a basketball and nothing stuck.
Hmm.
So be right back, 1 sec.
So relatively small fly in the pond, but big enough to shake the foundation.
So Zhi just kind of props his chin on a hand. They meld together a second. So she's going full Punisher.
I'm just going to quickly nip to the bathroom for 2 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Right, I think I might have a plan. Maybe. Can't remember though what the guy's name of what cartel it was. Let me throw this down. Oh, we got another look.
I can't really see what case we have. She is going after people the system failed to handle.
Well, that's probably why investigating further would probably be a smart.
Yeah. And if she stupidly keeps records of, all her murders on her computer, then we can see just, where her line is.
Well, it's a case of like, is this a controlled attack? Is this like uncontrolled? Like, it's got to be something on this in regards to morals are our characters hold. Because I mean, these people were kind of pieces of crap to begin with.
Yeah, that's the whole point. She's going full Punisher with us. So it's like, can you really blame her? I mean, on one hand you can because due process, but this is one person who escaped prison, another person who the courts were like, oh, well, your lawyer's too rich, so goodbye.
To be fair, it seems clearly that these people were murdered, probably despite like surrendering.
Surrendering doesn't exactly like take back their crimes.
No, it doesn't. But I mean,
Oh,
like,
Hannibal.
there's like a difference between like, beating someone to a pulp and then flat out murdering someone who's unarmed and not posing any danger. Kind of honor to that.
There isn't?
I mean, like, even if they're like a bad dude and they put their hands and say, I surrender. You wouldn't like. Well, most people probably wouldn't murder them to death.
Murder them to death.
She's also violating the law of the land and enacting capital punishment based on her own judgment and not that of the state.
Isn't that what we do?
Yeah.
Honestly, it comes down to this. Do you approve of her or not? Do you want to stop her, or is she just doing what you want to do? Because I'll tell you right now, I think this is wrong on many levels.
I have to, but I also don't think she has no oversight.
Well, we need to look further into this. It seems clearly they were unarmed, despite the crimes.
She's killing people. Heroes don't kill people.
I mean, today's serial rapist, tomorrow any crap chunk you nicks a purse.
Well, I mean, unless in self-defense.
Only if it's your last resort, Shalka, and even then it's something you do with a heavy heart.
She chooses to not respond to that one.
We hold ourselves to anything less, it's the start of a slippery slope.
So any evidence we got, yeah, but really our evidence is we stole it from the cops.
Hmm. Well, she's participating.
Oh.
She's just lying down and eating ice cream.
Yeah, well, either way, he's gonna move. He's gonna go and sit in the lounge.
That's a complex issue, but ultimately all this breach of the law will do is humiliate the NYPD, and that's if it even gets out in the first place.
Say, I've got an idea. How about we search her office for any clues to exactly what she is, if she can control it, and maybe not to murder unarmed, defenseless criminals.
I mean, it's worth a try. You'd have to get into her office.
That's not hard to find.
I already have a plan. I'm Sandy Christian, student journalist for the NYU Republican Society, wanting to ask her a few questions about her campaign.
Well, feel free to work on that plan. Just, I feel I need to say something.
So yeah, he just holds up his arms. He's still dripping.
Orc.
He doesn't bork though.
So lie down.
I just need a few days till my ribs recover from being turned into shards. Speaking of which, I better find my pen.
Helena looks over the group intently. If any of you start to act like her, start thinking it's okay to just kill people as a permanent solution to America's problems, that will be the end of it. I'll stop working with you at the very least, but I might even haul you into the cops myself. Am I markedly clear?
Whoops. Well, that's a way to trust us.
How long is that in detention?
After the earlier mumblings, I felt I couldn't go without saying it.
Open there.
Well, then you better damn well think long and hard about whether it's worth it next time, Cerulean, because I won't budge if I find any of you acting like her.
Fine, so let's look up where she keeps her ops and work something out.
You got a laptop, right? I don't exactly have 3 hands here.
I'll get on my laptop. If anyone else wants to take a look, be my guest. Basically, if any of you guys want to make checks to do internet searching and stuff, you can. Otherwise, you can just allow her to.
Well, she has to have a site, but she'll have contact info. So that means I'm gonna fucking make that hole.
That's good
Which
stuff.
is... This is probably the fucking
Useful.
cheesiest use of a skill ever. Bioscience skill, political science.
Yeah,
probably
that
help-
works. That
probably-
works, my dude.
You could probably use that to compose some nice questions.
That's also probably a good idea too. So
I've got
history.
4 right here. Let me just send you them.
No.
Wow.
Why?
That's a whole lot. Nope.
It says, like, how do you even internet search? I must be misspelling a name.
Different Patricia Alms and been like spending half an hour on her website instead.
After a while, Zhi finds himself being rather stumped, only able to get her contact details and a vague campaign outline from her site. Meanwhile, Helena does some digging on social media and discovers something a little more tangible.
There's only one laptop, so are they just like doing that NYCS thing, like double keyboard typing? Whoa!
Oh, he doesn't have a smartphone? Hey, you don't have a phone, do you?
Oh, yeah, he does. It's floating around in him somewhere.
I think the 5 questions we've got so far are pretty good.
Hang on, guys. I got something. Look at this. And this. And this one here, where she mentions baby kissing. Notice something similar. They're all in front of the hospital. Why does she keep lurking around the hospital?
It's a little weird, Dad. Maybe she's having some kind of medical treatment.
Yeah, wait, I don't get it. And I actually got myself a roll d20 room, my bad.
There's definitely something a little fishy about that. She's due to go there again today, is it? Later on, though. She's not booked in for anything as far as I can tell, just she's cutting the ribbon on the refurbished maternity ward.
That's not her office, though.
Maybe we can get in contact with her campaign team and get her an interview.
Brenna, what is it with you tonight?
Right, an option.
Let's have a little think out.
She's like be carrying around a big evil plan's laptop.
A medical invoice would point to why she frequents the hospital.
Yeah, or you might be able to find evidence of her being there, like more of the dog hair, maybe?
So look through her medical records illegally and stalk her back to her workplace. Okay, I can work with it. God damn it. I keep hitting the wrong button.
By the gods, you haven't done much detective work, have you?
I wish it was simple, but sometimes you have to crack eggs to make an omelette, I guess.
I am will be a college student. Not one of NYPD's. One of fucking NYPD's master sleuths.
I'm in high school. You're literally older than me.
We'll make do with what we can. We just need to decide on what exactly we're going to do.
I mean, the office would be a great place to check out. But if she's not there, then we can maybe try and get a feel for her and investigate the hospital at the same time. If we're at the hospital.
Slip into the ventilation system of the hospital, try and crack the records on her, if they got any.
Now that's a plan.
Just don't get detected as a biohazard. Ikky, your mic's muted.
I think I am one. Oh yeah, I do that because when I pre-type what I'm gonna say, you'll hear, and no one wants that.
Fair enough.
So I tactically mute myself.
Tactical mute.
You type that just made me think of liquid filth. Liquid filth.
That makes sense.
Meanwhile, perhaps Shalka can do a student thing, Cerulean can listen in on it for any radio chatter on secret channels, and Manticore can shadow her.
Holy shit, guys, I got a fucking plan. This is crazy.
Manticore might be able to disguise himself as a doctor.
He's just gonna pull some fucking hitman shit, just choke out a doctor in the back.
Fucking choke out a doctor in the back, just like assume his costume. He's still wearing his armor underneath, but you can clearly tell. He's just got this fucking doctor scrubs on top. ID badge that
I haven't
clearly
seen
isn't
Dr.
him.
Baldman here ever. This is strange.
Yeah, I have something covered. Before we go, though. Ooh. Oh, you go. I haven't slept all night and I'm one cranky lamb. If you do find out she's what we suspect, a mayoral candidate by day, murderous vigilante by night, we need to agree in advance what we'll do about it. We can blow the story wide open with evidence, confront her and try to get her to change her ways, or just give the evidence to the police and hope, I guess.
Option 3 ain't gonna work.
We need to find out her thinking. I say at least confront her with it.
That's the first option, Cerulean.
We got this evidence super legally. They can't contradict anything.
I'd like to think, hope, the law would side with us, given the circumstances.
I believe we must be anonymous when we distribute it. Anonymous. Typos, man.
Where?
Alright, so perhaps you could confront her and then, depending on her reaction, have a backup plan to blow this wide open anonymously?
Of course.
Blackmail the hells out of her?
That's a bit more grim, but if it saves lives...
I was thinking maybe we could probably make a lot of money that way.
Yeah. I need to get home and sleep it off. I'm probably not going to be in school for the next few days, Miss Radcliffe.
Okay, guess we got a plan. I'll just go home then.
Or more like creep in at like 3 in the morning. Although, to be fair, you don't really need to open the door, do you? You just sludge in under the door.
Usually I go in the window.
I'll probably start this sooner rather than later. The more we find out, the better, right?
Yeah, I'll approve any correspondence that you can pretend came from your doctor or parent, Shalka. And yes, we ought to start today, but it's 3 in the morning, so you guys get some rest. She's not visiting the hospital until 1. Also, Shalka, I'll take a look at your injuries if you let me.
Till 1? Ugh, I'm in no condition to fight.
You said fighting. She's as dangerous as we've seen evidence to suggest. I'm hoping you'll settle this without a fight.
Well, clearly you don't understand adventuring. It always turns into a fight.
Well, I'm okay. Anyways, I'll be around later, huh? Good luck. And then he just kind of slurples out the door.
Mm-hmm.
I make up new verbs. This whole character is just to make up new verbs.
Time to squidge out of the door.
Alright then, so you guys get some rest before the next day, I assume, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I sleep a full, healthy 8 hours.
Yeah, you guys can obviously get a whole bunch of your health back. Helena's going to be helping Shalka as well, so you're basically all going to be alright for the next day.
Excuse me. I'll go away, Discord. I don't got the time for you.
Some very cinematic healing. All right then.
Yeah.
If you insist, I will take the full body back.
Yeah, it's honestly just for the sake of it being the finale, so it will kind of suck a bit. And also, Helena is helping. She's actually, like, treating your wounds with more than just band-aids.
I think I might
she
need
is
to
a super scientist, so she's got the stuff to put you back on your feet.
I might either rebuild Cerulean after this, or I don't know, just to get more utility abilities.
If you like.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just wait till the end of this.
After the finale.
Okay, so yeah, let me know when you're all ready, and we'll move on to the second day.
Sure.
I'm gonna go get a refill on my coffee, so I'll be right back.
Sure.
No, then that'll probably take a while, so I'll probably be a few minutes myself.